guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all been well. So it's been a long time since I've been on here, and I've honestly just been really busy, and I haven't made YouTube a priority with all the other things I have happening right now. But I just wanted to do like a get ready with me / answering all your questions. I asked a couple weeks ago on social media, I'll put up my Instagrams, what you guys want to know, whether it's related to keto, whether it's related to pregnancy, whether it's like financial, who I am, what I'm doing, what are my goals, how do I manage things. Everything's going to be talked about today while I'm getting ready. So two birds with one stone kind of video. I hate that saying, it's so like grotesque, but it works. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out by moisturizing my skin. This is Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It's like an SPF 15 moisturizer, and this is super bougie. It's quite expensive. It's the most expensive moisturizer I've ever bought, and since Charlotte Tilbury is like a UK brand, I excused it by saying that I was getting it cheaper here than I would be paying if I bought it at like Nordstrom or something. I paid 70 pounds for this. It's completely unnecessary considering I love the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel, which I think you get a big container that lasts me like close to a year for like $20 to $30. But I've been wanting to try Charlotte Tilbury for such a long time that when I saw this by the cash register, I was like, you know what? Let me just see. And the girls were like, oh yeah, it's our most famous product, so whatever, I just bought it. Let's just get it knocked out. I'm in my 13 weeks or 14 weeks? I think I'm 14 weeks. 14 weeks pregnant. Haven't been following keto at all. My skin has obviously taken a dramatic turn for the worst. I have still been working out though, still been staying active, but just diet-wise, completely down the drain. Eating crap, but eating lots of fruit because it's like all I want right now, so no morning sickness at all, which is weird because with Mariah, like that's how I found out I was pregnant, is when I was like puking in the bathroom. Okay, so I just curled my eyelashes. I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. But my first question is, would you please delve into how you handle keto with making meals for your husband and daughter, and how's it's been since pregnancy? How do you incorporate workouts into busy life? So we didn't have Mariah like strictly keto, but she does generally eat a lot of the food that we eat, but maybe I would give her like a side of sweet potato fries or something instead. So if CJ and I are having chicken and asparagus, Mariah's gonna have chicken, asparagus, maybe a side of fruit and mashed potato fries or sweet potato fries. So you know what, like I don't have time to make her like a whole meal of what a toddler wants to eat, so she's gonna get what she gets, and she's gonna eat it or she's gonna be hungry, and that's just how I see it. I'm not gonna make my kid a special meal just because they're being a brat and don't want to eat it. So she ate what we ate. Luckily my husband lives a relatively like healthy lifestyle as well, and you know, everyone likes chicken and asparagus, so CJ was mostly keto with me, so it made everything really easy. How do you incorporate workouts in a busy life? And this one I can't really tell you how to do. I would just say you have to change your mindset about how you view workouts. So not every workout has to be an hour and a half drenched in sweat workout. Like it doesn't have to be that serious. And what I do, you just have to make every workout or every time that you actually make for yourself, make that an accomplishment. So like during the week when I am just tired, I will make just 10 minutes stretching and just thinking and just breathing an accomplishment. Or I'll walk Mariah to the playground, and while she's playing on the swings and stuff, I'll just do squats while I can. You just have to find the time. I also just recently started talking to my boss about working out during the work day, which is probably a lot easier for me being on a military base because fitness is more encouraged. But if that means, I mean, I guess it really depends on your workplace, because if you're like in a corporation and they value fitness and whole person concept and mental well-being, they should give you that time. Or that's, I don't know, my whole view of that might be weird because I was in the military and you were given time to work out. It was part of your responsibility, part of your job. So I would say if you can, ask your boss what they think about giving you time to work out at lunch, or maybe just slipping into tennis shoes and walking around your building, or walking around your office, walking around your block, wherever you work. You just have to find what you can do and what you're willing to do. There's so many options out there, but I think people are just like too lazy and they put on excuses over everything to try and say why they can't work out, but in reality, like, everyone can work out. You just have to make it a priority. And if that's easier for you, like, say, because when I get off work, excuse me, I'm in my nice clothes and I pick up Mariah and I take the 30-minute drive home, like, I just don't want to work out. But if I change into gym clothes at work, pick up Mariah in gym clothes, come home in gym clothes, I'm already like halfway there, you know, like I'm already working towards my goal. So you really just have to do what you can and don't beat yourself up over it, but also don't give yourself too many excuses. Like, you just have to keep trying things and find what's gonna work for you. So someone says, I've lost a total of 14 pounds in 2 months, but now I've plateaued. Any suggestions? Questions like these, I'm just trying to look for my foundation, you guys. 14 pounds in 2 months, but now you've plateaued. 14 pounds in 2 months is great. Like, in my opinion, are you really calling it a plateau? Because, like, to me, a plateau is like when a plateau is when you don't lose any weight for like months. If you're just getting impatient after 2 months, I don't know. In situations like those, this is the Hourglass Stick Foundation, you just really have to stick with it. If you plateau after 2 months, keep going. If you plateau after not losing weight for 3 months, then you might want to reconsider something. But for the most cases, you just have to keep pushing. If you feel like you want to incorporate fasting or do whatever, do that. But honestly, if you stay the same weight for a couple weeks, keep it moving. It'll fall off eventually. Someone said, what supplements do you recommend? None. That's just me though. I've never taken any supplements. To me, it's not necessary, and I think what most supplements are is just, I guess it depends what kind of supplements you're taking. Are you referring to like all natural oils or vitamins or like protein? I don't know. I don't do any of that. Now that I'm pregnant, I take like a prenatal, but that's like a requirement, you know? So I never took any supplements, nor do I recommend like you have to take supplements to start a keto lifestyle. Not at all. Did weight gain affect your relationship with your husband? No, oddly. And my husband, you know, I don't know if he'll mind me saying this. My husband, like I've said before, is very active. And he's very into like body image and taking care of yourself. And yeah, I guess that's just what I can say. He's not afraid to show a little bit of, he likes people who take care of themselves. Let me just leave it at that. You can take that how you want to, but he likes people who take care of themselves. But oddly, I don't know if he was just giving me a break or time since I had Mariah and then I started gaining the weight. I really don't know. But no, it didn't. He's loved me through and through. He's never made any weird comments to me. I remember, you guys, I had this boyfriend in high school, and I weighed like 140 pounds in high school, but I was like solid. Like, we lived on a ranch, I was lifting hay, I was like working on fences and doing like all this crap. So I was like solid when I was in high school at 140 pounds. And I remember I had gained like 4 pounds. And this guy had the nerve to say to me, because I didn't want to go to the gym with him, like I just didn't want to go. And he said to me, I like your body the way it was before. 4 pounds, 140 pounds to 144. And that's what he said to me. Same guy also proposed to me, but obviously, you know, like I'm not with him, so I'm not divorced either. I just didn't say yes. Someone said, what do you eat on a typical day? I'm new to keto and not sure if my diet is good enough. I have videos answering that, so I'm not gonna get into that. New to your YouTube channel, what made you start keto, and so far how many pounds have you lost? I started keto, or I made the decision to start keto December 2017. It was around Christmas time. Raw Beauty Christy came out with her like how I lost 40 pounds in 3 months. And by then I had tried Atkins, I had tried low calorie, I tried just eating healthy. Nothing ever worked for me, and I remember weighing myself and being at 222 and being like, how the hell have I let this happen to me? And then just like right then and there, I was like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm tired of being fat. And I made the decision to do it. So far, how many pounds have you lost? From January, I stopped weighing myself in July. From January to July, I lost 44 pounds from 222 to 176, 174. I was somewhere around there. And then I stopped weighing myself because I just didn't want that kind of stress while pregnant. Someone said, I'm allergic to eggs, so breakfast is so hard for me on keto. Any suggestions? Yeah. Why don't you make like a sausage, mushroom, spinach, and cheese scramble? Or something like that. That sounds great. Bacon, mushrooms, cheese, spinach, green onions. That sounds really good. Who says you need eggs? Someone says, did you drink alcohol on keto? No. But I haven't been a real drinker like really ever, so that's never been a problem for me. Nor do I have like any drinks that I would suggest. I would say, I guess, just the harder stuff because that has like no calories, right? Maybe like Diet Coke and vodka, Diet Coke and rum. What's the drink? I don't know, something like that probably. Someone says, how important is it to meet your daily fat goal? I'm gonna use the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. Daily fat goal, I don't know because I never counted my macros, but I would say less important than eating moderate protein. I think everyone on keto like overdoes protein. I don't know, I would say if you do less protein, you can have less fat and still be in like the right area. I don't know. If you have less protein, in my opinion, like your fat is gonna count more. And then I don't know if like you're intermittent fasting, so I don't know if that plays into relation on how you count your macros. I don't know, I've never done it like that, so I kind of don't feel good talking about it. Have you ever done beef and butter fast? No, but that doesn't sound healthy. Someone says, who is your mentor? I actually don't have one. I never had one even when I was active duty. I've always been like weirdly independent, and it's probably not a good thing, but I probably have like 1 to like 3 good friends. I am fine not talking to anyone besides my family for the entire weekend. I get enough socialization at work. I'm pretty savvy financial wise, so I don't really have a mentor. I kind of just do my own thing. Someone says, do you count your macros or just eat keto with no tracking? I just eat keto and it's worked. Someone said, tips on keto snacks please and thank you. Macadamia nuts, pork rinds, avocados, deviled eggs. I guess you could do like slices of cheese, pepperoni, yummy stuff like that. Oh my gosh, those sound good. Someone said, do you have a resource where you find keto recipes? Negative. I've actually made them all up on my own. I don't know, it's just really easy for me to put together recipes. I'm really like comfortable and happy in the kitchen, and I just throw stuff together. I haven't even followed like the keto muffins, keto cookies, anything like that. I just really focus on whole food, vegetables, keep it simple, stupid, the whole KISS concept, and that's really just worked for me so far. I'm dropping a whole bunch of military terms in this one. Do you guys realize that? I don't know if they use keep it simple, stupid on the outside, but it's what we use in the military all the time. I am baking underneath my eyes using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Powder. This is a new addition to me, but so far so good. Someone said, did you find it hard at the beginning to do keto? No, I didn't find it hard at all throughout my whole journey to do keto, and that's just because you get results so quickly. And I was so focused to lose the weight, like it was non-negotiable for me. And it probably helped that I put everything out there on social media. So once I tell you guys that I'm doing something, I can't just like forget about it, you know, because you guys are going to be like, Taylor, are you still doing this? And then I'm going to look like a jackass. So no, I stuck with it, and it's so easy to stick with it because you see results so quickly. And if you're not seeing results quickly, you need to retackle your approach. Fluctuate on keto. On Monday, I've lost. Then by Tuesday, I'm 5 pounds more. Are you really weighing yourself every day? That's crazy. Do not weigh yourself every day. Weigh yourself like once a week. It's probably better if you weigh yourself once every 2 weeks, honestly. Someone said, when you lost weight, what areas were most affected? Definitely my core, my midsection, my face, collarbones. I didn't have these a while ago, and honestly I'm kind of surprised I'm still keeping them since I've been eating crazy lately. What is your gut feeling telling you on the sex of the baby? You guys, I don't know. Tell me if it's a thing. If you've had 2 kids and you had morning sickness with a girl, but you didn't have morning sickness and it turned out to be a boy, like, is that a real thing? Because in my head it makes sense that your body is like maybe producing more hormones for the girl, or doing something else where it's just a lot more intense on your body when you're carrying a girl. But if you've had a boy and you've been sick the whole time, I don't know. I don't know the theories out there. Let me know your thoughts, because I don't know. Gut feeling, I have no idea as of now. I think when I'm maybe like 16, 18, getting close to like the gender check of like 20 weeks, I'll begin to feel some kind of way, but right now I have no idea. Like, it'd be cool if we had a boy, but I'm still happy with a girl. Then I'd have 2 little girls. The reason, I know I'm kind of like all over the place, the reason I want a boy is because I think there's so many jackass people in the world who are raising their boys to be losers and idiots and disrespectful, that I want to raise a boy who's gonna make a difference. Just because I think like I have like my thoughts in order when it comes to like privilege, fairness, racism, awareness. Like, I want to give that knowledge onto a boy and let him have an impact in this world of men that we live in, you know? So when I see, like, I have a good friend, her name's Jordan, and she's white and her husband's black, and I just feel like they're very like woke people, like they're very like no bullshit, like black or white people, and they're raising a boy and a girl. So it makes me really happy that they were blessed to have a boy and have him make an impact with his knowledge and stuff. So it'd be really cool if we had a boy. Still, I'm happy with a girl. Someone said, have you found any keto friendly beverages besides water and coffee? No, but like water's my favorite drink. You can always do like diet soda, but so many people think that soda is like poison, so it's really up to you. Water and like Crystal Light and stuff was like a lifesaver when I was on keto. I loved Crystal Light. I would have like a Crystal Light pink lemonade in my water for dessert, honestly. Has keto changed your mental clarity? That's like a hard question. I would assume so, because everyone said that keto keeps you so focused. But just what I like the most from keto is that I'm not so dependent on food. And I'm not so, oh, let me eat right now. It's 7 o'clock. I just woke up. I need to eat. It was more like, what can I get done because I'm not hungry now? Or let me think about all the things I can get done because I don't need to take 3 hours prepping food or making this or making that. It was very simple, natural, quick, delicious food. And that, I think that affected and boosted my productivity for sure. Okay, so I did my eyebrows. They're not like the best, but I've just been having trouble with them recently. Next question is, did you break out when you started keto? No. My face cleared up like almost instantly. Why do so many people struggle with seeing the scale go down? It's so discouraging. This one's hard for me to answer. Like I said before, if you're not seeing the scale go down, there's obviously something that you're not hitting right, unless it's like a hormone issue or something going on with your health. But if you're completely fine and your hormones are at a normal level, if you are doing this thing correctly, you should be seeing the scale go down. If the scale is not going down after at least like a month, or like 3 weeks, you need to retackle your approach. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze. Someone asked, do you have any British heritage? That is a big negative. No. How do you stay committed to your diet if you don't have the money to buy the foods? This one's hard for me as well because I buy most of my food off the British economy, so I'm not too aware of the prices that you guys are being charged in the States. But I had a friend who was like, oh, I want to do keto so bad, I just can't afford it. And this is hard for me. I just feel like there's no right way to answer this question. Like, oh, this is hard because I don't want to insult anyone. Ground beef, I don't know how cheap ground beef is in the States though. But honestly, if you go to like Costco or if Walmart, I don't know. But ground beef and chicken, like you can make meals for a week off a couple of pounds of ground beef because you can do so many things with it. And broccoli, you can buy big things of broccoli. I'm not sure how much they are. I think you just have to make it a priority. Like maybe instead of going to the movies or buying cigarettes, you decide to spend your money on a healthy diet. So, or eating out or getting a coffee. Like, how do you get back on keto if the night before you ate carbs? Just start eating keto the next day. Maybe fast if you've already begun fasting. I wouldn't say like fast right away if you've never done it before, but if you've already been practicing fasting, just fast. If not, just eat keto and your body will be fine by like the afternoon. Someone says, can you successfully do keto with a dairy allergy? I don't see why not. I mean, you just have to be more selective and stuff, but it's definitely possible. Someone said, how do you deal with being on keto when out for friends for birthdays and events? I say celebrate with your friends and eat whatever and then just go back to keto the next day. Like, you have to, if you get it in your head that you're not, or this is how it works for me, if you're not allowed to do something, then it's probably just going to make you want to do it more. So I would say, like, if you've had a good week and you've ate clean all week, have fajitas or a quesadilla or brownie when you're out with your friends and eat keto the next day. Like, your life's going to go on and you will reach your goals. You just have to pick and choose those moments that are important to you. How strict were you with keto when you first started? I was strict the entire time on keto. Like I said, I only have like 1 to 3 friends. So social events weren't a problem for me, so it was easy. So someone said, like, how do I afford travel or like my Nordstrom hauls? And I haven't really got into financial talks with you guys, even though I've always wanted to. I have been extremely lucky. Like, I've been in the military. You guys don't know, I was active duty Air Force until the birth of Mariah. So as soon as I got out of high school, I had the summer off and then I joined. So I never had to rack up debt. I never had to pay for housing or pay for an apartment. CJ and I were married, both of us active duty for like 5 years. And then only with Mariah in 2016 did I get out. And then we automatically just started living off his paycheck. So I was a stay-at-home mom. We just lived off his paycheck. And if you're not familiar with the military, you get paid for your home, you get paid for electricity, like you get money for all of that. So as long as you're not living over your means, you basically don't have to pay for anything besides like groceries. So we were doing that and we were just fine. But now, since I started working, we still only live off CJ's paycheck and my whole paycheck goes straight into savings. So I know lots of people don't have that luxury of being able to save someone's entire paycheck if they're working full time. But since I took the year off and then we got used to just living off his paycheck, when we realized that we wouldn't need mine, we just put it straight into savings. But I know lots of people have like debt and bills and they've built this lifestyle that they have to pay for, that they need their check and they need their spouse's check. So I would say, like, if you could, like, see what you are spending your money on and then try and figure out with your spouse if you could possibly live off one paycheck. But I know with like mortgages and car bills and stuff that it's like pretty impossible. But maybe if you just sit down with like your partner and talk about your goals and stuff, you can figure things out. CJ and I have traveled to Bali, Thailand, mainland Japan, Paris, the UK, and Italy now. But we were able to travel to Thailand and Bali because we lived in Japan. So we just had to hop on over to Hong Kong and connect. But for lots of people, that's like a $2,000 flight, but for us it was like $200. So we've just been fortunate enough to live in these places where we can make these travel plans. Like my mom is coming in October and we are going to Paris and we are going to Rome. Our flight to Rome, I think, was $75 a person round trip. It's insane. Like, travel out here is insane if you book it far enough in advance. Since I'm using my GI Bill now to go to school, I get paid to go to school as well, and we just save that also. So I feel like lots of people have like negative views of the military, and they think you don't get paid anything, and they think that it's only for stupid people. But honestly, it's like the best decision I've ever made. I've been able to be like really fortunate, and we've been very blessed to get to live where we live and not have to pay for this house that we're living in. And it's just a really good life if you're in the right branch. I'm at a very fortunate place in my life right now, and lately I've been doing like a lot of reflecting, and I'm able to realize like, wow, we really have it made right now, and a lot of people don't, and we're so like lucky and blessed. And I don't know, just we have a lot of things to be thankful for, and I'm just very happy where we are. I think that's why I'm also like taking it easy on myself when it comes to keto, because in my mind I'm just like, everything is going to work out. I am 26 right now, and I figure by the time I have the baby and breastfeed and stuff like that, like by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna be like at my peak. Like that's when I'm gonna have been able to lose all the weight and really get the body that I want, and the kids aren't gonna be on my boob and pulling at my hair. Like, I'm looking forward to growing older because I think things are just gonna get better. Someone said, did you do anything special to lose the face weight? No shade. No, it just came off. Someone said, do you experience any postpartum depression at all with Mariah? Any fears going into your second pregnancy? I did not. I didn't experience anything with, the only weird thing about Mariah's birth is that she was breached and I had to have a C-section. So that is my only concern going into this pregnancy, is that maybe like my tummy is too small, or the sac, or I don't know the technical terms, is in a weird position that my baby is only going to be breached. Like maybe there's not enough room down there for them to turn properly. That's like my only concern, because I do not want a C-section again. Recovering from a C-section and having a toddler is not something I want to do. When I had Mariah, I had to stop taking the painkillers to recover from my C-section because they were interfering with breastfeeding. Like, she was falling asleep because the heavy painkillers in my system, that she was losing weight too fast, so she wasn't able to stay on the boob to eat because she would fall asleep so quick because the painkillers were in my milk. So I had to stop cold turkey taking painkillers so we could successfully breastfeed, and it was recovery from hell. Like, C-section recovery sucks. So that's my only like fear going into this pregnancy. I did not have postpartum depression. As someone said, do I plan on having more children? No. This is our last one. CJ is getting snipped. That's the plan, guys. I plan to be 30, flirty, and thriving. What movie? So this was Kylie Cosmetics Ginger lipstick, and now I'm gonna use a Jamie Genevieve lipstick from her collab with MAC. Okay, you guys, so that is my finished look, and that is my finished Q&A. Hope it was very informative, chatty, not too boring, not too long. I hope you guys have been so well. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me any more questions down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.